Okay, so the easiest and fastest ways to start making some nice R&B chords so you can have that modern 2000s R&B feel is by playing these chords right here, F major 7 and E minor 7. And that's it. You could literally just play these back and forth. That's the easiest way you can honestly start a melody. Now, if you want to spice things up a little bit, you could go down from F to E, then to a D minor 7 like this. Just to add, a little bit more flavor, just add an extra chord. And all of these are white keys, so I try to keep it very simple. So you guys can follow along, pause the video wherever you want, and just use these exact chords right here. Okay, so for the first instrument and sound I'm going to use is this stock plugin inside Logicpro called Metal Piano. So I'm going to be implementing these same chords that I just showed earlier, and it should be a vibe. It should be super easy to create something with that. All right, I am going to keep the BPM at 115 just because I want kind of that swing feel. And this is going to be one of those type of like Usher type of sounds where I'm going to try to make like something Usher could be on. So now that I got that out the way, let's go ahead and just EQ this a little bit, reduce some of this low end here, midsection, and why don't we just go ahead and mess with the bass a little bit, boost it up. So I just want to quickly announce that my Inspired Keys Volume 1 MIDI kit is out. So if you want to go ahead and grab that, it has a bunch of MIDI notes, a bunch of MIDI samples, and they're all royalty free. You can go ahead and grab that. Link is down in the description. Okay, so for my next instrument, I'm going to go ahead and use a nice piano sound, a stock piano sound inside Logic already. It's called Studio Grand. And I'm going to be playing the same chords, but with a little bit of different variation in the melody. I'm going to be playing in the scale of C and just, dabbling up a little bit here and there. Let's record something. All right, so now that we got that nice little melody going, a little bit different, some notes here and there in between, it's sounding decent. Now for the sustain, I'm just gonna go ahead and mess with the sustain here, add some sustains here and there. Sometimes with the sustain pedal, it's not always very accurate, so I like to go in there and tweak it myself. Let's go ahead and reduce some of this low end, high end, and a little bit of the midsection. I kind of want to muffle it up a little bit, but I know I'm gonna be switching a lot of stuff later on. Just keep going on. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it like that. Okay, so for my third instrument, I'm gonna go ahead and use this sound from Arturia. It's called Mellotron 5, and it has a very vintage feel to it, kind of like a toyish piano, but at the same time vintage. And now I'm going to create a counter melody using the same notes in the same scale. Now that we got that melody out the way, let's go ahead and just add some effects here, some timbre, reduce it, and mess with some of the notes here. Not liking how it sounds. Definitely keep messing with the effects. A little bit, effect A, effect B. And we'll just leave that one just like that. Now for my fourth instrument, I'm gonna go inside Arcade and use this nice orchestral strings sound right here. The sound sounds very authentic and nice. Check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and play another counter melody to add to this. And mess with some of the effects already inside Arcade. Now let's go ahead and add some EQ here, mess with some of the notes, the midsection. Now the last thing that I'm going to add is this classic sine lead inside Jupiter 8, which is inside Arturia as well. It's one of the presets already, but if you want the actual instrument, it is on the Jupiter 8. Sounds nice, check it out. Let's go ahead and record a nice lead melody. just go ahead and EQ this a little bit to reduce some of that high and low midsection and adjust some of these notes that are just not hitting like I want them to hit. Now let's go ahead and add some drums. This is probably the most important part because it has to sound somewhat different than what today's sound is, but I'm still gonna add like some of this modern feel to it because I don't know, I kind of like to twist a little bit of the modern and the old school and not make it super old school, not super modern, just in between. So I am gonna go inside the R&B Madness kit and grab a snare. Let's go ahead and add this. Now that we got the snare out the way, let's go ahead and add some kicks. And the kicks, I do want them to have like that 2000s feel and give them a little bit of space, but at the same time smack and bunch them up at the same time, if that makes sense. Like pretty much do them a little bit like this. It kind of sounds like it's offbeat, but at the same time, not really. And they kind of hit sometimes like just repetitively and then creates a lot of space at the same time. Now let's go ahead and add an open hat. And for the hats, I'm just gonna go ahead and give them space, just kind of a steady pattern. And now for the bass, I'm using this from the R&B Madness kit, and luckily I do have some nice acoustic sounding bass, and this is what you kind of want for these type of beats. You don't want a modern bass, you don't want like a sub or something that sounds very digital. Something more acoustic sounding will be probably the best fit for this. Let's go ahead and add this in. I'm just gonna go ahead and with that rhythm right there, and I did play live to give it more of a live feel, which makes sense, right? Just adjust some of the notes here on the bass, make them sound nice and crisp. Now that everything's done, let's rearrange something, add a few things, maybe tweak some stuff, and let's hear the final result in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Bless those keys, the RMC.
Okay, and if you're at the deep end of this video, comment down below deep end. Also, if you noticed that I did change a couple things, comment down below. I noticed that you changed a couple things on this beat, and I did. I'm not gonna say what it is. If you noticed it, comment what it was down below. If it was the strings, a melody, whatever it is, let me know. Also, don't forget to like this video, and if you didn't like this video, then don't like it. And hopefully you're learning from these tutorials, and if you want to keep learning, keep watching some more, go ahead and click on this next video right here. Till next time, guys, God bless, stay blessed. Peace.